This is just getting worse and worse. The African charity that Prince Harry is a part of is now facing new allegations of torture and murder. Yes, this is getting absolutely insane. What is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle going to do about this now? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alt Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into the seriousness of this, shall we? Because reports came out a couple of days ago that yes, the African conservation charity that Prince Harry is a part of, where he's actually a member of the board of directors, is now facing new torture and killing allegations. This is absolutely insane. Now, the conservation charity that we're talking about here is African Parks. Fresh allegations of brutality in Zambia by rangers, jointly managed by African Parks, have actually emerged following a front page report in January by the Mail on Sunday about armed guards engaging in beatings, nastiness of an intimate level, let's say, because, you know, YouTube human reviewer, and torture of the Baka tribal people in the Republic of Congo. Now, African Parks manages parks in 12 African countries, with 1,400 guards patrolling the protected land, almost pretty much the size of Britain. And it claims that it saves wildlife by working with local communities. Now, prior to the allegations being made, Hazza was the charity's president for 6 years until he actually joined the governing board of directors last year, back in around about October time. And he has actually said himself, quote, "The African Parks model is exactly what conservation should be about, putting people at the heart of the solution." But now further allegations are coming out and have surfaced in Zambia's Bangweulu wetlands. And if I've mispronounced that, I apologise. A conservation area almost the size of Devon in the UK that's home to 50,000 indigenous people who have the right to sustainably harvest natural resources. And so what's going on here is, while it's not exactly clear who perpetrated the attacks in Zambia, an investigation by this newspaper, i.e. the Daily Mail that I'm coming from here, has found evidence that in September 2021, a marketplace was absolutely sprayed with gunfire that left scores of villagers injured, including young children. Impoverished people in Bangweulu, one of Africa's most important wetlands, now say they're suffering a campaign of intimidation to stop them fishing and hunting on their own land, even though they're allowed to do it sustainably, right? While tourists arrive on safari expeditions that can cost up to £5,000 a day. They say, "Our home has become a nightmare that frightens us every day." Looney Elo is saying here, who is part of the community. Now, Looney Elo says they were shot during this attack at the Muweli village market. Farmer Chipula Mweli, 23, who was also wounded, pleaded for African Parks to leave, saying they have turned this place into hell. African Parks is still insisted that it has zero tolerance for human rights breaking of the law, okay? Again, I've got to be very careful for YouTube human reviewer. And has actually hired Cherie Blair's law firm to investigate the Mail on Sunday's original allegations back in January that rangers in Congo were doing all kinds of nastiness to the locals. Now, Cherie Blair, for those that don't know, is the wife of Tony Blair, who used to be Prime Minister here in the UK from around about 1997 to about 2005, something along those lines, right? Now, Mail on Sunday has seen minutes from the biggest chiefdoms' council meetings that record claims of extrajudicial unalivements, maimings, severe beatings and torture. The document says 12 people have been either shot unalived or beaten to unalived, and that poaching suspects are paraded naked in front of their families and neighbours. Newton Nguni, again, if I've mispronounced that, I apologise, is the council chairman, and he's claiming cases included a man was unalived after being caught fishing, saying they just beat him, but not a single ranger has been imprisoned. Villagers in Mueli claim that the market shooting happened after rangers arrested a man found with antelope meat, then chased a second suspect into the village in defiance of an agreement with the local community. And this has sparked protests and stone throwing that has damaged vehicles, including 2 belonging to African parks. Now, government ministers told Zambia's parliament that moderate force was used on riotous and irate residents, and African Park said incidents had been reported to the criminal justice system, and rangers were found to have acted in self-defence due to armed threats from suspected poachers. But one man, Starban Schumer, co-founder of the Zambian campaign group Action for Nature, said it's our way of life. What they call poaching is just fishing or hunting. We agree with conservation, but people still need something to put on their table. And African Parks, in their annual report from 2022, actually admitted that it's seen a number of unfortunate interactions between residents and the park rangers, which have led to both injuries and fatalities. And they're calling it unfortunate interactions? Are you shizzing me? They're downplaying it when they're saying, yeah, there were a few unfortunate interactions. No. Call it as it is. African Park rangers are beating, torturing, and now it looks like, based on these reports, unaliving people. That ain't unfortunate interactions, guys. That is freaking insane. Now, this is the thing, right? Survival International actually wrote to Prince Harry before he accepted his promotion to the board of directors, right? Actually warning him about the human rights nastiness by these rangers months before he was actually promoted to the board of directors. Survival International urged Hazard to, quote, use your influence and position to stop these nastinesses being committed against the Baka tribespeople in the Republic of Congo. And they wrote to him back on the 31st of May 2023 whilst he was president of the African Parks. Now, the letter was shared with Newsweek, and there were concerns raised in the letter, and these concerns specifically pinpointed certain unfortunate interactions, as African Parks would say, and literally spelling out what these rangers are doing to the Baka people. However, 4 months later, Hazard accepts his promotion to the board of directors. Fiore Longo, campaign director at Survival International, told Newsweek, quote, the level of atrocities we were documenting was such that we decided to approach Hazard directly, and we wrote a letter at the end of May. He replied just after on the 12th of June, telling us that he'll escalate this to the CEO of African Parks, who then contacted us basically asking us to do his job, asking us for more details. Now, we know Prince Hazard has spoken with pride about his relationship with African Parks, and after getting a reply from Hazard, Longo was initially optimistic, saying, I was positive because he seems like he really cares about the issue, and he was worried. It was a prompt response, so it was for me a positive reply. It was when we started engaging with the CEO of African Parks. However, Survival International decided to go public with this story back in January when all this first broke about African Parks, because they said, quote, then we found out that Prince Harry had joined the board of directors at the end of October, and I was quite shocked. Before he had an honorary title, it was more symbolic. I watched a Netflix series and thought he'll care about the Baka because he's so outspoken on racism and things that until now were not being said in the royal family. So I was positive and we thought that he was going to do something, if he says something that can make a difference. But then when he joined the board of directors, that is a legal representative body. It has the governance of the organisation. That's when we thought, why is he joining the board of organisation that we've just told him has human rights nastinesses, and which the CEO hasn't been very helpful. It was then that we thought we would need to go public. And this is the thing, right? Nothing, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, has been done from Hazard's side, Megsy's side, since January as far as I'm concerned. And these new allegations that have come out, where now it's going one step further, and there's now allegations of unaliving the Baka people. It's been a couple of days now, and there's still been, as far as I'm concerned, no real word of consequence from Hazard or Megsy's team. Not one. To me, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they are hoping that this whole massive, insane conspiracy theory that's going around at the moment with Princess Catherine, right? And all the madness that's happening with that story. I think opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, they're hoping that is burying this right now. And at the moment, unfortunately, their hope is being realised. Not a lot of people are actually reporting on this. Not a lot of people right at this moment are speaking out about this. But guess what? I'm gonna, amongst others that have, but more people need to speak out about this. Instead of the absolute stupidity of the tinfoil wearing hat brigade trying to discuss, oh, where's Kate? Free Kate. Where is she? What's going on? This, that, and the other. Oh, massive cover up. No. That is stupid. That is insane. This is better to be talking about right now. To highlight this, because this is serious and something needs to be done about it. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown on Twitter. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Hazard's involvement with African parks, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.